actually make money with a Cricut? Can you actually make money laser engraving? Can you actually make money on YouTube? These are questions that I get asked all the time. It always catches me off guard when I'm hanging out with someone and they ask me how much money I make, because I would never go up to someone and be like, hey, what's your salary? I feel like that's kind of a taboo thing to ask, but I'm also super chill and honest and transparent, so I don't really mind sharing. My name is Carrie, by the way. My channel is all about sharing my favorite projects that you can make for yourself or as gifts, or to make money with if you want to work from home selling your crafts. I actually have several videos on my YouTube channel talking about how much money I've made with my Cricut business. I don't share them to be braggy. Spoiler alert, I'm not bringing in six figures or anything, but it is a few thousand a month. I share these videos because I feel like it's helpful for others who are thinking about doing the same thing that I do. For people thinking about starting their own small business with their Cricut machine or laser engraver. For people who want to work from home on their own schedule and be an entrepreneur. For stay-at-home moms who want to bring in some extra cash while still being able to be home with the kids like I did. I started my own Cricut business when I was a stay-at-home mom to a 1 and 3-year-old. It's hard work and it's taken a long time to get here, but I'm finally making some pretty good money. It's been a while since I've made one of these how much money I made videos. I just recently got a new WeCreat Vision laser engraver and started selling projects with it right before Christmas. I absolutely love this machine, and my little laser engraving business actually did so much better than I ever expected. I opened up an Etsy shop for the first time last month. I had a lot of big things going on last month. I thought it would be fun to make a new video today and talk about what I sold, how much I sold it for, and how much money I made last month in December. I'll go over all of my different revenue streams, and you can see just how I make money working from home. I never really talked about how much money I make on YouTube before, but we're going to dive into that in this video too, since that's one of my main revenue streams. So when people ask me, how much money do you make? It's actually a really hard question to answer because I make money in several different ways. I have many different income funnels or ways that I make money that I'm going to talk about. So there's YouTube, affiliate marketing, Cricut crafts, laser engraving crafts, and Etsy, which also includes selling digital files. Most of my income each month comes from YouTube and affiliate marketing, so let's start there. To get paid on YouTube, you have to become a member of the YouTube Partner Program. To do this, you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel. It took me about 6 months of making videos before I got accepted into the program and could make any money at all. After getting into the program, you get paid through Google AdSense, which is when you make money through the little ads and commercials that play during your videos. You get paid a certain dollar amount per every 1,000 views. This is called RPM, or revenue per mil. RPM is a metric that represents how much money you've earned per 1,000 views. There's a lot of factors that affect it, and it's always changing. Certain niches have higher RPMs than others, like I believe people with finance or business channels make the most. You also get paid more or less depending on where your views come from, or what gender is watching your videos, how old they are, what time of the year it is. There's so many different factors. It fluctuates, but mine is usually around $15 for every 1,000 views. In December, my channel got 55.6 thousand views and I made $936. YouTube is cool because I make money every day, even when I'm not working. This is because my old videos still get views and generate income even years later after they're posted. The amount that I make changes every day, and that largely depends on how often I post a new video and whether or not that video gets a lot of views. So help me get lots of views on this video by liking it, subscribing to my channel, and leaving a comment down below. Any engagement you have with the channel on YouTube makes the YouTube algorithm happy and push the video out to more viewers, which in turn helps me make more money. It's a win-win for both of us because I get ad revenue and you learn all these different projects that you can sell to make money. The second way I mentioned that I make money is with affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is basically where I earn a small commission from when people buy products that I recommend through my links. So if I'm making a video about how to make a shirt with a Cricut, and you go down to my material list and buy that Cricut machine and vinyl, t-shirt blanks, designs, etc., then I will earn a small commission through these companies. Amazon Associates is a big one that most people know about. If you buy something from Amazon from one of my links, I'll make something like a 3 to 5% commission. It's not very much, but it does add up. In December, I earned $146.70 from Amazon Associates. You can see that Amazon made over $3,100 and my earnings from that was $146. Amazon doesn't like to share their pieces of the pie. There's a website called impact.com that I belong to, and I make commissions from some of the companies that participate with them. I made $58.09 on Impact last month through the link commissions. I also made $694.35 from Creative Fabrica. They're the website that I get all of my fonts and designs from. So if I'm making a project and use a design or font from Creative Fabrica and then you purchase it or buy a subscription, I make a commission on that purchase. I love Creative Fabrica because they're my go-to place for all of my fonts and graphics for both my Cricut and laser projects. They have hundreds of thousands of files for just about anything you can think of. If you've never used them before, I would definitely recommend checking out their site. You can even sign up for a free trial through the link down below in my video description. And if you end up loving them and purchasing a subscription, I'll make a small commission. Next, let's talk about the Cricut projects that I sold. I sold 2 types of Cricut projects in December. That's it. I sold floating ornaments and photo ornaments. I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel teaching you how to make these floating ornaments, so if you're interested, definitely go check out that video. I sold 29 floating ornaments at $12 a piece, so I made $348 selling this one Cricut project. As far as what I spent on materials, the ornaments cost me $1 each, and the transparency paper cost $17 for 30 sheets. That comes out to 56 cents per sheet. So I spent about $1.56 on materials and sold them for $12, giving me a profit of $10.44, which is great. The second Cricut project that I sold was photo ornaments. This was a very last minute idea I had. I had a ton of blank unfinished ornaments that I bought a few years back, and I was trying to figure out a way that I could sell them. I also had a pack of printable vinyl, so I decided to make photo ornaments. I basically circle crop photos that people sent me and turned them into stickers that I stuck onto the ornament. I sold these for $8 each, and I sold 22 of them, making myself another $176. To make these, I only needed 2 materials, which I already had on hand. A pack of printable vinyl that cost $13 for 25 sheets, so 52 cents per sheet, and some unfinished wood ornaments. Amazon sells a pack of 100 blank ornaments for $23, so it comes out to 23 cents each, less than a quarter. I could fit, I believe, 6 photo ornaments on one piece of paper, so these things cost me practically nothing to make, like 31 cents per ornament. I sold them for $8 a piece, so once again, great profit margins. I only wish that I started selling them sooner because I know that I could have made a lot more money. I wish that I could share more photos of these, but I want to respect my buyers' privacy and not share their personal photos on YouTube. So I made $348 from the floating ornaments and $176 from the photo ornaments, so $524 from those 2 Cricut projects, not counting what I spent on materials. I made both of these projects with my Cricut Maker. The next income funnel that I have is laser cut and engrave projects. In December, I sold 6 laser engraved cutting boards and a whole bunch of laser cut ornaments. I also laser engraved a Yeti tumbler for a friend. These are what the cutting boards look like that I sold. I sold 4 cutting boards with handwritten recipes on them to one person. I sold this Bopshi one to another customer, and this couples cutting board for someone else. I sold them for $25 each, so I made $150 in sales from the 6 cutting boards. The cutting boards cost me $3 each, so I had a $22 profit margin, which is great. Next was the Yeti tumbler. This was my first time laser engraving a Yeti tumbler, and I was terrified that I was going to screw it up. But luckily, it came out really good. I should have done 2 passes with the laser engraver because it came out looking more of like a metallic black instead of all silver, but I was afraid I was going to mess it up and the customer liked it, so it was all good. The customer ordered the Yeti and shipped it to my house. She paid me $20, which included me shipping it back. Shipping ended up costing me $9, so my profit margin would have been $11, except for the fact that I forgot to put the straw back in the cup when I shipped it back and had to ship the straw back separately. The post office charged me $4.85 to ship a straw inside of like a basic envelope, which is insane. So I actually only ended up profiting $6.15 off this order. And finally came the laser cut ornaments, which is where a good chunk of my income came from. I sold 32 laser cut ornaments in December for $9 each. That comes out to $288. I bought this pack of unfinished wood coasters on Amazon. You get 40 of them for $15, so that comes out to 37 cents each. I cut ornaments out of them and sold the ornaments for $9 each, so that's a profit of $8.63 per ornament. I also got a sale for 25 laser cut business logo ornaments for the guy who painted my house. I charged him $5 each and he ordered 25, so that was another $125 order. The laser cut and engraved projects were my favorite to sell because they're so easy to make and you don't have to spend a fortune on materials once you have the machine. You don't have to buy any additional materials like vinyl and heat presses. All I needed was the wood and the laser. The WeCreat laser is very beginner friendly and easy to use. All you have to do is drag and drop your design into their software. The machine has a camera, so once you place your blank inside the laser, the camera brings it up on your computer screen. Then you can resize your image as needed. You don't have to measure anything like you do with a Cricut. You just have to resize it to fit the picture that you see on your monitor. Since this laser is fully enclosed, you can use it inside of your house too. Most laser engravers don't have a fully enclosed design, so you have to use them in a garage or somewhere really well ventilated because they make a lot of smoke when they're burning through wood. I kept this machine right inside of my craft room where it was warm and clean and comfortable to use. This laser is currently selling for about $1,400 for the laser and the rotary package. The rotary is what you need to laser engrave round objects like tumblers, so I would definitely buy the one with the rotary. Otherwise, you'll only be able to make flat projects. They're actually having a great deal for Valentine's Day coming up where you can save $800. If you're interested in learning more about this laser, I'll leave a link down below in my video description where you can check them out. Full disclosure, I am part of their affiliate program, so I will earn a small commission if you make a purchase through my link. The last place that I made money was on Etsy. I launched my very first Etsy shop in December selling laser projects and digital files. The digital files that I sold on Etsy went along with some YouTube videos on my channel. So most of the traffic to my Etsy shop was directly from people watching my YouTube videos. Earlier I talked about those floating ornaments and how I have a video if you want to learn how to make them. Well, I also sold the designs that I made that went along with that project on Etsy. If people wanted to use the exact designs that I made, they could purchase the bundle that I had for sale for $4.99. I ended up selling 88 digital files, which were mostly the floating ornament designs, and that made me an impressive $423.37. I also sold 3 of the laser-made ornaments, but I included those profits earlier when I discussed that project. In total, I made $448.14 on Etsy last month. That is everything that I sold in the month of December. My husband and I worked our butts off right until Christmas Eve. We were so burnt out. We literally had to hand make all of this stuff. The laser projects, the Cricut projects, the digital designs, the YouTube videos, everything. I got most of my sales on Cricut and laser projects by posting in Facebook groups. I would post in my local town forums and get sales that way. Only 3 of the laser-made ornaments came from Etsy. I've always had the best luck selling locally through Facebook. So let's add up all of these different categories and see how much money I made last month. I made $941 on YouTube, $58.09 on Impact, $694.35 on Creative Fabrica, $146.70 on Amazon Associates, $448.14 on Etsy, $348 on floating ornaments, $176 on photo ornaments, $6.15 on the laser Yeti, and 6 laser engraved cutting boards was $150, and then $413 with the laser made ornaments. I made a total of $3,381.43 in December, which I think is pretty dang good. If you found this video helpful or interesting, I'd love it if you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. If you want to learn more about how much money I made with my Cricut machine in the past, check out this playlist on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.